You know how spiritual teachers are always telling you to surrender the how, let go of the how. I see this advice keeping so many brilliant spiritual women broke and invisible. So in this video, I am going to break down exactly how to build, how I have built and how you could build a scalable, aligned, high ticket offer that actually sells so that you can hit your next 20K month goal without burning yourself out, endless hustling in the DMs, or any sleazy sales tactic. This is part 3 of 6 in my 6-figure scaling code series, all about offers, the offer code. Why high ticket? Only 1 to 3% of your audience will buy from you. If you have 1,000 followers, that's 10 to 30 potential buyers. Let's do the math. If you have a $297 course, you need 34 separate buyers just to reach 10K. If you have a $2,000 offer, you need 5 buyers. If you have a $10,000 offer, you only need 1. Here's the piece most people don't talk about. Low ticket doesn't serve your people. In Kabbalah, when someone receives something that they're not invested in, there wasn't an equal energetic exchange, it creates spiritual debt and dependency because the human psyche needs skin in the game in order to create transformation, to create the vessel for them to be able to receive and sustain what you are giving them. $27 buyers are not invested. They download, they skim, it goes to their Google Drive graveyard and sits there forever. Low ticket attracts people who are curious, not committed. When someone invests $10,000, they are doing it for themselves. They're buying into the future version of them. So they actually show up, they do the work, and they get results because people who pay attention. The biggest kicker for me, though, is that it takes just as much work to sell a $97 offer as it does to sell a $5,000 offer. It's the same process. It's the same amount of content that goes into it, the same objections you have to answer. It's the same everything. I'll show you exactly how to build and scale a high ticket coaching offer using what I call the 3 soul codes. My name's Amanda. I am a 4/6 self-projected projector, currently living my soft life, savage execution era in Croatia, running a 6-figure business, and I work between 10 and 25 hours a week. It just depends on the week. I'm an official Skool ambassador. I was in Alex Hormozi's private mastermind last year, and I built everything I have now in less than 2 years without funnels, without ads, without going viral, or convincing a single person to buy. So let's dive in. Soul code number 1 is you are the niche. It's not your offer, your framework, it's you. Your human design, your Kabbalistic astrology, or your tikkun, your unique zone of genius, because that's what makes you special. And this is really what you're here to get paid for as we go into Cross of the Sphinx that AI can't replicate. For example, I am a 4/6 self-projected projector, and I have a north node in Aquarius. That is my tikkun, okay? So my signature is success, but what a lot of people miss about projectors, it's not about our own success. My success is contingent upon the success I bring to my clients. We're here to make things more efficient with systems. We see things that everyone else's miss. And my Aquarius North Node, I'm not here to do it like anyone else. That's why I have the 100K Biz by Design AI. I built AIs for all different parts of my program to accelerate the process, not to replace me or my authenticity, but to make my clients' lives easier in getting them the results that they're after. Do you see how my design and my offer are not 2 separate entities, that cohesive, they're integrated? One of my clients told me, there's something about you that brings out the belief within myself. Oh, okay, so if Amanda's doing it like this, I could do it like this. That's not strategy, that's energy. So what makes you unreplicatable? Here's how Soul Piece ties into your messaging, because your offer is the foundation of everything. And if you're attracting clients who aren't a great fit, chances are we're not speaking directly to them in our messaging. What we want to do is sell the vacation, not the plane flight. We're not selling them a 150 module course and 17 Zoom calls. We're selling them the outcome. How are they going to feel? Who are they going to become on the other end? Imagine waking up at sunrise on a Sunday morning with your dog, making 20K months, working 20-hour weeks. That's what you talk about in your messaging. And I hear all the time, a lot of people are afraid to niche down or speak directly to their avatar because what if it leaves people out? If your message isn't repelling anyone, it's not attracting anyone either. Or imagine that you find out your business bestie is getting married, and so you drop everything and hop on a first class flight to across the country to see her and treat both of you guys at a spa weekend because you fucking can. Lead with the outcome. Nobody cares about the TSA pre-check or what, like how much you can pack or take on the plane. None of those things matter. We're selling the outcome. Your offer is just the vehicle that gets them there. Soul code number 2 is simplicity, because most coaches have too many offers and it's just total chaos. What they don't tell you is that simple is sexy. Simple is scalable as fuck. Most people think that scaling is about adding things when really it's about subtraction, anything that's not crucial to getting the outcome for your clients. What I recommend is having no more than 2 high ticket offers max. You think like you get an idea, I'll make an offer for this, for this, for this, and it just convolutes the entire process and it creates decision paralysis for your future clients to where they can't decide which offer is best for them. You start with your high ticket signature offer and you don't create any more offers until that is sustainable. When you simplify your offerings, everything else gets easier. Your messaging gets clearer. Your content gets clearer. You have a streamlined sales process. Delivery becomes infinitely more easy. Your delivery is focused. And a piece of this is having effortless ascension within your business. Most people are working with funnels. That was the old way. When Facebook ads were so cheap, you could basically get new leads for next to nothing. And the way that worked is you'd have a stranger who turns into a lead, who maybe turns into a client. The issue with this is it's a big leap between being a cold lead to becoming a high ticket client. It takes an average of 7 to 11 hours with you for someone to know, like, and trust you enough to become a high ticket client. It also it's push-centered marketing and requires a lot of pressure and convincing to move people down the line. I use frequency fields. This is the new way. We talked about this in code 2. How this works is you've got a stranger who turns into a follower. They join your community. They become a client and then a case study. It's small steps. There's no pressure and it's effortless ascension between levels. That's what we want. My frequency field looks like this. I have TikTok and Instagram for visibility, my binge bank on YouTube for authority. They go into my freemium community, Spiritual Business School. You give away your best stuff for free. Your free people are able to see the results that your paid clients are getting. It creates natural FOMO, and it's so simple. Then they go into CEO by Design, which is also delivered inside Spiritual Business School. Okay. It's a 12-month gamified journey, the only spiritual business architecture program that combines your human design, your astrology with actual business strategy to hit your next 20K month goal. It's 6 levels, and at each level they do one at a time. They have to submit proof of completion, and then they go to the next one. Then they get results. They become a case study. You insert that into your marketing. You get referrals, and you just repeat. One platform, one path, effortless ascension. In Kabbalah, we talk about the leaky vessel. You cannot receive abundance if your business has holes. Your delivery system for your high ticket offer is your vessel. If it's chaotic, messy, unclear, you are leaking clients' energy and results. The third soul code is so important, and I don't hear anybody talking about it, but it's the soft life. We want premium clients or nothing. This means being clear on our boundaries of who we will and will not accept in advance, because you could have a high ticket offer and good delivery systems, but if you're working 60 hours a week with clients who drain you, what's it even worth? We want to build our business and our offer around our life, not the other way around. And in order to do this, we need to have clear boundaries around our time, who we love working with, who drains us. Because again, it's not about working with anybody who has a credit card and a pulse. We don't want that. We want happy money. So this is having standards in your own business, ease and flow in your life. Only working with clients who are 100% invested, because if you start lowering your boundaries to let in clients and accepting crazy payment terms, like where you're doing the financing and you're not clear on what those things are in advance, you're the one creating the leak in your own vessel and then wondering why you feel burned out. And your pricing is a filter that filters out for serious buyers. You've invested in yourself to get to this point. I know if you're watching this, I've invested so much in coaching and mentors because it's the highest ROI thing I can do. I understand the value of it. I want clients who are like me. You understand this. When you're coming from a place of fear and just letting in anybody because you're not sure if you know where your next client is coming from, that's what leads to the burnout. When you charge premium, you attract clients who show up, who do the work, who don't complain, they take action, they're not waiting for permission, they get results, and then they become your best marketing. Like my client Jessica, she's a 3-5 manifesting generator. She came to me and went from no recurring revenue to 65 paid clients in 2 weeks, hit $10,000 months, $22,000 days. Or Kiana, who is a reflector, a little special snowflake unicorn. Yeah. She enrolled multiple 4-figure clients within 5 weeks of us working together. I had other clients who have like massive audiences on TikTok, but they're going live all the time and it's just not sustainable. Like they're really struggling to stay even. They've come to me and built communities that actually pay them for the expertise that they already have, aligned with their design. So we've talked about why high ticket, the math, how your offer is the foundation of everything. Let's talk about how I actually map this out. Okay. What you start with is the 12-month transformational outcome that person wants. Who do they want to become? And then what are the skills that they would need to learn in order to get there? What are the core challenges they're experiencing in their life or their business, their relationship right now that's preventing them from getting there? And then you reverse engineer from that outcome. So in my business, my 12-month container is CEO by design. I've gamified this and spent a really long time making it so that it's not overwhelming 150-page, course video dump, because I know I don't want to watch that. Why would my clients? Level 1, they come in. This is really learning about who they are, their human design, their astrology, the onboarding, orienting them to the resources available to them in the platform. Then we move on to the offer, because the offer is the foundation of everything else we do in our business. Level 3, we build their authority engine. So I was talking about the binge bank and my visibility strategy. I'm going to go into that in a lot more detail in the next video for code 4. Then we go into creating a sales system. If you don't have a sales system, none of these other things matter. Then we build their school system out, their freemium school community. And then level 6 is scale. But the beauty of each of this is like they get one level at a time and then they submit proof of completion before I manually unlock the next level. And this is how you prevent your clients from getting overwhelmed and just falling off the face of the earth, because we don't want that. Not only are they getting my systems, the structure, the repeatable system to get where they want to go, we also want to include AI powered accelerators in our program, because we want to create ultra premium hybrid coaching consulting offers where it's the coaching piece, but there's also the consulting, the done for you piece. We want to get them results as fast as possible while still being sustainable. So we have Amanda AI, 24 access to ask me questions. I created an offers by design GPT. I have a challenge GPT I just made that helps them map out their paid school challenge. This 100K content by design that maps out 30 days of authority boosting content that drives sales, because I know how long it used to take me to create authority building long form YouTube content. Now, this will give you their entire YouTube playlist for their binge bank, the scripts, the thumbnails, the titles, the descriptions, and then help you repurpose that into short form content. I have an AI powered DM assistant that my clients just love. This is the future of premium offers. It's not just information, it's transformation and AI powered implementation. If you have 1,000 people in your audience, only 1 to 3% are going to buy something high ticket. That would be 10 to 30 people. With a $10,000 offer, that is anywhere from $100,000 to $300,000 from a 1,000-person audience. You do not need a massive audience or to go viral. You just need the right audience and the message and an aligned, scalable, repeatable offer. There's a divide happening right now between the info and the education space. On the one hand, we have the info space nerds selling anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 offer. That's a 150-part video course with 15 Google documents talking about here's the information, good luck. AI is wiping them out. They are going bye-bye. On the other side, we have the education space folks. That's me and probably you, where we have people who are becoming the authority in their space, creating a micro cult business and following of people who are their dream future clients. We're selling anywhere from a $10,000 offer to a $50,000 offers. And what they're doing is offering 12-month transformational that are a hybrid of coaching, consulting, and AI-powered services. That's not just about getting the client the result, it's about turning them into the person who is capable of holding it. Your offer is how you manifest your external vision, and building a high-ticket offer is identity level work. To be able to charge $10,000, $20,000, you have to believe you're worth it in your bones. I know you've had fears about not having the time or energy to keep yourself going. Before you can charge premium, before you can create stellar delivery, before you can hold boundaries with clients who are not aligned, you have to believe that you are worth it. I spent 7 years in corporate America, marketing director, senior account exec in door-to-door sales, and I was crushing it in someone else's business, but terrified of putting myself out there on my own. So I did what we all do. Us Delu girls do. I found a mentor, I started my school, and I went full psycho mode. I went all in. And now I'm living in Croatia, making $20,000 months, working less than 25 hours a week with clients I genuinely love. But it didn't happen by accident. I had a strategy. So here's what I want you to take away from all of this. We're focused on one person, one path, one problem, long-term games with long-term people. That is the model. Not having a million offers, a million clients, or working a million hours. But let's bring all of these together. We've got the 3 soul codes. Number 1 is the soul. You are the niche. The niche is you. Okay? We've got simplicity, effortless ascension, no more than 2 high-ticket offers. And then 3 is soft life. We are going premium or nothing. Soft life, savage execution. We're creating premium, hybrid coaching, consulting offers that create identity level transformation for your clients. Using AI to create AI-powered done-for-you services that 10x your leverage and supercharge your clients' results. Having stellar delivery becomes your best marketing asset. And knowing your boundaries and your self-worth to only work with aligned, invested clients, because the quickest path to destroy your confidence is taking on clients who aren't a great fit, and then you start questioning whether or not the work you do is powerful. This is the offer structure that got me to $2,492 a month. In code 4, we're going to cover Authority by Design, my exact evergreen content system that got me 4 high-ticket clients in 30 days without paid ads, going viral, or posting 24/7. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss those. And if you haven't watched codes 1 and 2 yet, go back and watch them. They lay the foundation of everything we've talked about today. If you are a female founder who has a proven one-on-one offer and you are looking to scale your spiritual education business without burning out, I will put the link below for you to book a call and we'll see if this is the right fit. I'll see you in code 4.